Well done to the Love Island PR team and the people over at The Sun for making me believe for the past 2 days that something interesting was actually going to happen. Love Island UK episode 35, the Islanders had just finished finding out what the public thought of them. Well, kinda. I really wish they would bring back the tweet challenge. Anyway, they were told that a bombshell was coming in and they were asked to pick her top 3 boys. So they chose Ty, Cash and Boris. When Angel came in, she was like, oh, close, but not quite. It wasn't close whatsoever, only one of them was right. Her top 3 were Ty, Harry and Connor. Somebody explain to me, preferably a woman aged between 18 to 30. At what point would you watch Love Island and see Harry and see how he treats women and see how he acts and see that he's a skis bag and just see him with your eyes and think, oh, I like him. I would like to put him in my top 3 boys. Please explain it to me. Let's not even think about looks, right, because everybody's taste is different, but his personality is fucking shocking. And she's like, oh, I thought I'd see what all the fuss is about. I would rather fucking die. I would rather be tarred and feathered, no joke, than ever even consider anything that even resembles somebody with a personality like Harry. If you can call it a personality. But anyway, as I've said in a previous video, women will complain that men are compulsive liars, skis bags, narcissists, manipulators, and then they'll choose somebody like that. Then when they act like that, they complain as if it's the man's fault. You have witnessed that he's already like that. So what the fuck are you expecting? Anyway, I don't get it. Thankfully, I don't have to get it. That is somebody else's problem. So for the last 2 days there's been videos saying, oh, there's going to be a shocking dumping. It's brutal. The way it happens, everybody's going to be shocked. It's somebody in the villa who's so important. Maybe somebody who's been in there since the beginning. Everybody's going to be shocked. Oh my god. I was like, oh my god, who could it be? What's going to happen? Like, is there going to be some sort of twist? Like, oh, like, I'm excited to see this. But what actually happened was, because Ty was number 1, Angel was coupled up with him, Lauren got a text. Ding! Lauren, because you're now single, you have been dumped from the island. This was my exact response. And to be honest, I feel as if that recreation had too much emotion behind it. So then Lauren pulled Harrison for a chat and asked him to leave. I know we're meant to be together. I know we haven't spoke for 2 days. Please leave with me. I would be so embarrassed. Having sex on national TV, right, that's one thing. Okay, fine, it happens often. Begging a guy to leave with you, who's treated you like shit, who's treated other women like shit multiple times, and literally begging him to leave with you. No. Just no. I made a video during the first break actually, saying that they made out as if this was going to be shocking and it was something that people were going to be talking about, and somebody commented saying it's because she went with him, so people will be talking about it for years. But people do things like that on reality TV shows all the time. So okay, they might go, oh, maybe that's what she'll be remembered for. Oh, Lauren, that's her that went with Harrison or whatever. But it's not something, it's not like a massive deal. Do you know what I mean? It's not like something that we never see. So at this point, she's begging him to leave and he's saying, oh, like 5 minutes is too soon. I need time to think about it. But at this point, most days know that he's already left anyway. In the video that I made earlier as well, I said, oh, I thought it was going to be somebody that I would actually give a fuck about. But I realised I don't give a fuck about any of them. The only person that I even like is Cash. This entire cast, this season, has been so toxic and vile and horrible. And it's not even been good to watch. It's just so bad. People were saying that they thought Harrison leaving was a producer's decision because Women's Aid posted something about the boy's behaviour this year and then all of a sudden he's left. But actually, I don't think it is. I think that he chose to leave. Even though he's saying, oh, I came in here looking for a girlfriend and I found the person I want to be with. He lives in America. There is no way. Why would anybody want to go out with him? I don't know, like the whole situation, like it confuses me. I'm sorry. So she's gone, he's gone, good riddance. Connor pulled Shakira for a chat and she was upset because the boys were saying that Shakira still liked Harry more than she likes Connor. How the fuck would they know? They don't know anything. They don't even fucking know half the words that comes out their own mouth. They're fucking compulsive lying cunts. Almost every single one of them. And the fact that he's listening to them over her speaks volumes. Emma pulled Harry for a chat. I don't know what she's on in that villa, but I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to take anything while they're in there, so I'm very confused by her behaviour. But she's saying, why are you letting people talk about me? Why are you not defending me? Why don't you have my back? You said you'd have my back. And Harry's like, what are you talking about? You talk shit about everybody. Everybody's had enough. You talk shit about me behind my back. I've had enough. Like, what do you expect? For the first time, I think I actually agree with him. When Harry was talking to the boys about Angel, he's like, oh, I'll talk to her respectfully. I'll kiss her respectfully. It literally makes my skin crawl. Ugh. Angel pulled him for a few chats and Helena wasn't happy about it. She obviously wasn't happy about it when Emma pulled him for a chat either, because she's already says to him, why are you speaking to her? What have you got to speak about? She's not nice to me, so why are you being nice to her? Then when he was talking to Angel, he's like, oh, I'd like to get to know you. And she says, oh, do you want to go back over there? And he's like, no, I'd like to stay here. Oh. Get me a bucket. There's a lot of people who believe that anybody who wants to go on reality TV has got some sort of like mental health problem. Specifically Love Island, Big Brother and shows where you're watched basically 24/7. And as somebody who's down to go on Big Brother, I do tend to agree. But a lot of these men who go on these dating shows, like Love Island specifically because they think they're getting a free holiday, and Maths because they're getting paid to be off work, it's pure narcissism. I've also been watching Stranded on Honeymoon Island, Australia, and there's one guy specifically on that who I actually think is like dangerous. I really think that they need to tighten up on like the mental health assessments that they do on people before they put them on reality TV. I mean, it sounds like a good idea when I say it, but realistically, if they do that, I'm never getting on Big Brother. The next night, Harrison decides to leave, as if we actually give a fuck. But what I did notice is that when Lauren was leaving, they were playing the new Lewis Capaldi song. That song is excellent. Why did they choose that moment to play it? Because it's a sad song, right? And I always cry when I hear it, and even that didn't make me cry. I was raging. I thought, why the fuck are they wasting an epic song on this moment? Then when Harrison was leaving, they were playing another sad song, and I was just like, they're trying to make this into a moment, and it's never going to be a moment. When he was leaving and he asked Tony if he could speak to her and get a hug, she's like, oh, sure, like acting as if she wasn't bothered. I just says, I've wasted enough time on you, goodbye, good luck. Tony was crying and says, I've wasted my time and I've embarrassed myself, and now she has. But the most embarrassing thing that I think she's done so far is having the audacity to speak to Cash on the terrace tonight and say, I'm not expecting anything for this conversation, but I just wanted to let you know I'm sorry. And he's such a nice guy, and he gave her a cuddle. I'd have been like, right, well, thanks for letting me know, you've already said sorry. And what, now you're wasting my time in here? Get yourself to fuck. But he's too nice a guy to say that, and for whatever reason they don't swear at each other in the house. But let me know what you thought of tonight's episode. It was fucking massively underwhelming. I really don't know what I was expecting, but I'll see you again on Sunday. Bye.